Hello, welcome to a comic book auction recap. This is the ComicLink July 2017 auction. Let's start out with a bang, okay? Amazing Fantasy 15 8.0, 235,000. Is that high, low, new record? I do not know. So, for those that had GPA, let me know. Look at this beauty, huh? Off white to white. Pretty sharp book. There is no Marvel chipping, some creases on the spine, top of the book. I think it's a fairly graded book, okay? I don't have a problem with this book being an 8.0. Nice copy. Really, really bright color. Not yellow or brown as far as the front cover is concerned. Nice looking book. Can't afford that? How about this 2.5 for a bargain of how much was that? 12,506. Unbelievable. Look at this one. Cream to off white. Nice book. Fairly graded, in my opinion, for 2.5. 12,506. And if you can't afford this one, how about this 1.5 for 11.7? Goodness gracious. What is the note say? 5 piece of tapes on cover. No Marvel shipping though. Look at that. A 1.5. Too bad we don't see the back cover, huh? I bet you the back cover might have some big issue because if you look at the front, even with the tape and the tears at the spine that you can barely see, it looked nicer than a 1.5, right? So who knows what's going on with the rest of the book. It's one of those problems with the ComicLink not providing the back cover, but hopefully whoever bid on this requests the back cover scan. Hope won the second big book of the Silver Age. This book, 18 grand, 18.5 for an 8.0, and it's not even a blue label for CGC. This is a CBCS Mary white page. That's why it is only 18,505. Otherwise, an 8.0 would have fetched a lot more. Nice looking book though, right? What is married? Hand cut Eastern file copy, Mary cover. So somebody married the cover to this book. I have seen many married things, but not a Mary. What is Eastern file copy? Can't say that I know what the heck that is. I would like to read up on that. But if you don't want that Mary cover book, you can get this 2.0 Hope one for 8,100. Wowza! Look at that. Fairly heavy. If I was I would say this is medium as far as Marvel shipping. I have seen worse, but this is on the medium side, not heavy. Close to heavy, but on closer examination, I say it's medium Marvel shipping on the right edge there. But the rest of the book's pretty decent. Must be something else going on with the book to have it at 2.0 because if you look at the front, based on what I can see, it looked nicer than a 2.0. But the back cover might have some serious issue to keep it at 2.0. Tale of Suspense 39 8.0. It's hard to believe that I sold my 8.5 copy many years ago for even for less than half of the price of 22,000. For a bonus, you have Jack Kirby signature on the front page, on the splash page. Look at that. That look a lot nicer than an 8.0, huh? Who knows what's going on the back cover? Who knows? Wouldn't shock me if that book resurfaced in a newer slab in a higher grade. Tale of Suspense 39 6.0. Can't afford the 8.0? How about this one? Another well centered copy. You know me, I always said early Silver Age Marvel tend to have really nice centering. Something happened later that they produce poorly centered books. But if you look at, Amazing Fantasy 15, X-Men 1, Fantastic Four 1, Tale of Suspense 39, it's hard to find a fugly wrapped copy. Can't afford that? How about this 3.5 for 3400? This one has some serious issues on the front cover. That's heavy, heavy foxing. Still a 3.5. Okay, for those with GPA, how about this book? 9.4, 84.55. Is this good? Is this high? Is this low? Let me know. White page, freak of nature. Freak of nature. Whenever you see something like this, freak of nature. How about this one? FF50. Beautiful. Oh man, look at this. Almost, almost perfectly centered. Okay, the M is almost slightly cut off. Okay, slightly, but still, at least the comics group is not cut off. So this is a near perfect centering for this book. Look at that. Dark brown. It's rare that you see a dark brown cover. Okay. For some reason, Marvel doesn't use this color scheme often. Nice book. Nice book. 78, 77. Nice. FF52, 7377. Look at this one. Perfectly centered. Look at this. Okay. Perfectly centered. The Marvel on the left is perfectly there. The book is perfectly lined up straight across because the world's greatest comic magazine is straight. Beautiful book. Man, it's beautiful. $7,377 beautiful. Adventure 57, 9.6, Freak of Nature. Look at this. Very nicely centered. Okay, near perfect. Slightly over, but hey, as long as it's not crooked as far as a white line, gotta like it. Now here is some pretty cool book. It's not often that you see a tale of suspense pre-hero in this kind of grade. This is a 9.2. I don't pay much attention to the prototype nonsense, but hey, look at this. White page. Look at how bright this cover is. Whenever I see early pre-hero Marvel Silver Age, they are pretty beat up. But for this book, Freak of Nature, 9.2. Damn, it's nice. Almost 5K. About this one, 9.4. Another one. Look at that. Off white to white, but damn. Beautiful book. Not a big fan of the color scheme because, when you have a color scheme like this, it's not white. Not like this. This cover didn't yellow, but because of the color scheme, I wish they use a different color scheme because, when you look at the book like this, you tend to think, oh man, the book is all yellow out. It's not. The suspense is bright white. It's just that it's one of those color scheme that is used to make the book look worse than it is. Hulk 9.4, Hulk 181 9.4, cracking 5K. Hell yeah, look at this one. White page, that's one of the reasons that they command a higher price than the typical 9.4. Here you have a white page on top of perfect centering. Somebody man up for this book. Yeah. Spider-Man 129, 9.6, 3,700. white page. Look at that. Another nicely centered. Not perfect. Not perfect. You can see a slight imbalance of the yellow on the top edge, but still, this is pretty nice centering for this book. Man, 9.6 white page, 3,700. Now, this is a book that you don't see often. Cat number one, 9.8. Regardless if it's CGC or CBCS, you don't see this book in this kind of grade often. Because in the good old days, people toss this out like it is garbage. Look at that. Beauty. A beauty. Someone man up for 2414. Blade. First Blade. 9.6. 2126. Beautifully centered. Man, there are some beautifully centered bronze books in this auction. Look at that. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Big fan of Blade. Here's one of my favorite. This is, not a crazy book, not freak of nature, but since I'm a huge fan of this book, 9.2. Look at this beauty. Red blazer. A blazer. 1786. Here, I brought this one up because you have a Hope 181 8.0 PGX that went for 1400. Okay? 1400 for PGX. Why did I bring this up? How would you like to have a 6.5 CGC go for a higher price? Okay? You make your own conclusion. Every time I hear someone say, I want to use PGX to save money, well, you know what I say. Penny wise, dollar foolish. Regardless of how the reputation, okay, the market has said this over and over and over. I put this book in for my own uh, baseline because I have a 9.0 Silver Surfer number 4. Just so I know what's going on with this book. Beautiful. This is nice looking 9.0, no doubt. 783. Nice. Last but not least, as I mentioned quite a few times in the past few weeks, Ms. Marvel number 1 is heating up again. Heating up. It's getting hot. For those that missed the first wave, here is your second wave. I am warming up my copy. I saw one. I saw a 9.8 CBCS when the news first came out a year ago for about the same price. I think I got just around 1,800, and then I think this book dipped below 1,500, even lower. But now the movie is in production. You get pictures, teasers, and the book is heating up. Well, that's it, folks. That's it for this auction recap. Thanks for watching. Until the next recap. Bye bye.